Welcome to the Soul of Innovation podcast. I am Thomas Anglero, and I want to talk to you about negative thoughts. Negative thoughts are, I truly believe, one of the biggest challenges that every single one of us have. A negative thought that comes into our mind, a negative picture of someone, or just an image or thought of someone that turns negative or makes us feel very upset, makes us taste something in our mouths, makes us squint our nose or eyebrows. Negative thinking. Negative thinking is something that when we get into that modus, and you know what I'm talking about, you have this you're just an upset mood or not happy. And you're asking yourself, I don't want to be in this mood, because after you've been in that mood for quite some time, or you're upset with someone for quite some time, you want to change that mood. You're asking yourself, how do I do that? Let's talk about that. And let me start off with a story. Last night, woke up in the middle of the night, just had these thoughts that I didn't want to have. Could not shake it for the life of me. And after about an hour, over an hour went by, I just intellectualized the thought and said, negative thoughts, thinking about these people is negative. It's negative thinking. It's a negative frequency. It's literally I could feel my shallowness in my breath. I felt the pounding of my heart. And I said, this is a negative frequency that I'm at. Very low negative frequency. What will it take for me to be at a higher frequency, at a positive frequency? And if I did get there, would all this instantly go away? So then I remembered something I did recently that made me feel fantastic. A presentation I gave that I thought I killed it. I did really well. Got a lot of compliments from people all over the world. And I felt like, wow, I was in my groove, in my element. Felt really good. When I remembered that positive thought, when I remembered what it felt like during the process, after the process, when getting accolades, when going home after that successful experience, that positive feeling I had changed my frequency just by thinking to myself or reminding myself or putting myself back into that moment that I just had a few days ago that I felt really good about myself. My frequency changed. I then thought about what I was upset about a few moments earlier, a couple of minutes earlier. Even though I thought about those things that were negative, because I had changed my frequency, because I was thinking about those things that made me happy, when I thought about those negative things, it was the image I had in my mind was I could see the negative imagery, but it was in the distance and it was almost transparent. I could see through it. And it had no effect on my physical body, no effect on my emotions, no effect on my feelings, no effect on my heart rate, no effect on my breathing. Because I found a positive thought that with the positive thought, it changed my mental frequency. And that allowed me to relax. It allowed me to go back to sleep. It allowed me to get rid of all the negative thinking. And I asked myself a question. Is it sometimes so simple that when we're in a bad mood, to just go to what I heard in movies before, and I guess it makes sense now, to go to your happy place? I've heard this before. And I was like, what the hell's a happy place? Basically what it means is when you are in a bad mood or you're thinking negative about yourself, about other people, but you want to change that mood. Because sometimes human beings, me and you, we have a rough day and we're just whining and complaining. But after a while, you get tired of that. Even enough of this whining and complaining. I want to be happy. I want to be in a good mood. And, you can watch as much Netflix as you want. You can eat as much ice cream as you want. You can smoke as much cigarettes as you want. You can drink as much beer as you want. But you're still in that lousy, crappy mood. The one surefire way to put yourself in a fantastic mood, to put yourself where you are glowing, you are revving, you are feeling good about yourself from the nails on your little pinky toe, if it's such a thing, all the way to the top of your head. If you want every chromosome in your DNA chain throughout your body to have to feel happy, then you'd have to change your peace frequency to a positive frequency. And the way you do that is by thinking of a thought that makes you really happy. And that thought should include you. It should include you as the source of your happiness, or you being happy, or you achieving something that made you inside felt happy, or a picture of you, a thought that you remember when you smiled, this awesome smile. Like a smile when you smile at someone that you love, or someone you love smiles back at you, or someone that you adore smiles at you and makes you feel fantastic. Those are the thoughts. Those are the personal thoughts. That's what's really important. That happy thought is a personal thought only to you. It could be you play a team sport and you won a championship, and that's really good. And I think that's damn good. And that is personal as well, but it's not as personal as something you and you alone experienced. That's your happy place. That's your happy thought. That thought, that memory of you being so happy is your higher frequency. It's your happy frequency. And what I want you to do is I want you to remember, and I want you to store in your mind now your happy thought. What is that thought? What is that memory? What is that experience that you've had? That place you've been, and when you were there, how do you feel that you felt fantastic about yourself? You felt phenomenal about yourself. That is your key to whenever you're unhappy, whenever you have negative thoughts, whenever you wake up in the middle of the night, you can't go back to sleep. You just have to relax for a moment and remember your happy thought. Now, here's the key. You first, when you're negative or unhappy or whatever, and this could be during the daytime, it doesn't have to be at night when you're sleeping. I think as human beings, we have to allow the negativity to run its course a bit. Because, as soon as you get upset and stuff, you can't just okay, let me go to my happy place. It doesn't work like that. As human beings, we have this emotional cycle. We have this, we have to let things out. And once we let it out, the body calms, the mind calms, the spirit calms. And then you can go to your happy place and you're done. So what I want you to do is believe in you. Believe that your happy place, that place that you and you alone enjoy being. Hold on to that. And matter of fact, do not hold on to it just for when you get negative. That's wrong. I want you to hold on to it so you think about it several times a day. That's your secret weapon. That's your secret weapon for you to be happy as much of the day as possible. Then you're using it right. It's not just to counter the negative. It's to create a life of positive. For you to walk down the street glowing. For you to stand there on the bus glowing. For life to come to you in a beautiful glowing way. I want you to go forth and shed beauty and light. And I want you to glow. And glow through your thoughts and your memory of yourself. Your love of you. Your love of you to be happy all the time. That passion you have within yourself that you know you want to be happy, you want to be content, you want to feel magnanimous all the time because of what you have achieved. That's achievable with your happy thought. Your happy thought is you. That's the key to my message. Your happy thought is you. You are what make you happy. Be happy. Life has its moments. And then life has its amazing moments. Hold on to your happy place. And make your happy place your life. I'm Thomas Anglero. I believe in you. And I believe your happy place, that is you, is amazing. Take care. Until next time. Thank you for listening to that episode. If you want to contact me, you can contact me on my website at anglero.com. And you can also subscribe to the newsletter. Or you can find me anywhere on social media with Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you so much, and I hope to hear from you very soon.